Hi everybody, thanks so much for coming and supporting our musical community as Rebecca's students. I'm going to be playing the A piece by Chopin, the Nocturne in E-flat major, Opus 55 number 2. It was written in 1842 to 1844, and it was published in 1844, 5 years before Chopin's far too young passing at 39 years old. It is dedicated to one of his students, Jane Sterling, who was a lifelong supporter and admirer of Chopin. And it was the second of Opus 55. You just heard the first. And Jane Sterling was really passionate about Chopin in life. She helped him financially with various musical arrangements on tour, and then at death she even helped pay for his funeral and bought a lot of his manuscripts and had a little Chopin library of her own. So Chopin didn't leave us any musical program to explain this piece. So I think like any great piece of music, it's really helpful to kind of imagine your own story to find your way through the musical landscape. So it feels to me that this piece is very joyful and if not ecstatic, and there's a little bit of wistfulness as well. And for me, it feels like a musical hike. Two people who have been hiking together for a very long time and walking and talking through this landscape. So I think you can hear that in the right hand. There's the soprano voice, the upper voice is this kind of long breath melody that goes throughout the entire piece, and then the alto voice below that is accompanying it throughout the whole piece. And then the bass, I think that the series of triplets is kind of this ground bass where the hiker's walking in space. The very beginning, I think you hear this high B flat, and to me it's kind of the hikers, they're feeling this awe before the mountain and before they ascend. In this case, Mount Tamalpais, I'm thinking of. And so then the hike begins and the hikers ascend the mountain, and there's all the sights and sounds that you get as you go up to Mount Tam. And maybe there's some bird song and some blue-bellied lizards across the trail. And then by the top, there's a great big climax around the middle of the piece that I think of as the hikers feeling exhilarated and joyful at the top of the mountain. And the second half of the piece is coming back down, and Chopin has some musical themes and then variation. The hikers are still talking, but they're getting a little more tired as they're nearing the end of the hike. And then finally, before the last chords, you hear this very quiet section, but it sounds to me like night is coming on. It feels like the most nocturnal part of the piece to me. And the final 5 chords are really kind of a musical exhalation, like a sigh, a sense of gratitude that they've had this experience together, these hikers, in this beautiful place. So that's my story, at least. Which may vary. I think, for any piece of music, I'd encourage you to find your own way through that helps you understand the music. So I'd like to dedicate this performance to my longtime hiking partner of over 23 years, Emma, and to many more hikes to come. Thanks for listening.